We're getting ready to start a new school year, and that means school buses are about to be hitting the roads again. And Hall County school officials say they've been seeing an increasing problem in recent years with people running past school bus stop signs, and now they're doing something about it.
Well, over the years, we've had a problem with vehicles running stop signs, and the problem has grown and continued to grow. Last year, I would say, was probably one of our worst years for stop arm violations, and we had more than one close call. So I had a strong feeling that it was time to try to make a move to do what we could to limit the number of violations in order to keep our kids safe.
How long have you been riding or driving the school buses here in Hall
I've been
County?
driving 4 years now for Hall County.
And talk about just the issue of people passing school buses and how long you have seen this sort of be on the rise and just how dramatic of an issue it's gotten to be.
2 years ago, my route changed to where I was over on Spout Springs Road, and being over there, I started noticing a lot of people not adhering to the school bus stop sign. So towards the middle of the year, I started kind of keeping up with it, and I was just astounded by the numbers that I was seeing. People just disregarding the stop sign whatsoever and putting our children in danger. And then at the beginning of last school year, I decided to take it upon myself to start a journal every single day, AM and PM, keeping up with how many people were running my stop sign. And it was unbelievable.
Well, I was looking at it here. One of these days, there were 8 people in one day in August of last year. So that's pretty bad for one bus.
That is unreal. People they get in a hurry, going to work or going home, and they just ignore the fact that the school bus is there.
Yeah, so the code section is 40-6-163. If the violation is caught from the school bus camera, it is a civil fine. It's 0 points on the driver's license, and it's no referral to an insurance company on the first violation. That's a $1,000 minimum fine, which is up from a $250 minimum fine as it was last year.
So explain to me this new camera system, what it is, and I understand you guys actually started implementing this on a smaller scale last year.
Right. The last 3 weeks of the school year, we did a trial on our 4 buses that had the most number of violations reported. And we averaged 25 violations per day on those 4 buses. And the way that this system is designed to work is there's a forward-facing camera, a rear-facing camera, and then a camera located at the top of the bus. And the top camera has artificial intelligence so that when the stop sign is deployed, that camera can sense whether or not a vehicle has violated the stop sign at that particular at that particular bus stop. And at that point, it triggers a 10-second before and 10-second after clip of the violation to be recorded and then sent directly to the sheriff's office right when it happens.
If this is a program that proves to be successful with maybe lowering the rates of some of these things, is this something the school district is open to maybe expanding to an increasing number of buses in the future?
Absolutely. We would make the investment, and we don't call that a cost. We would call that an investment. We will invest in keeping our children safe, and that's what these cameras do. So if we start to see a dramatic decrease, even with the painfulness of some people receiving fines, it will be our intention to spend what it takes and put them on every school bus in our district.
What do you think the biggest misconceptions that people have about this law are in terms of what you've seen on the roads and with violations? Because I know that some people, like you talked about, just in a hurry, but do you think that there are some misconceptions people have about the law?
I do. The biggest misconception is the question about whether or not you have to stop on a 4-lane road where there's a median. But as I said a while ago, if you're coming from behind a school bus, there is no exception. You have to stop, no matter what. And that is the biggest problem on Spout Springs, which I drive, and I'm only but one of about 4 buses, and the other 4 buses had numbers that were very similar to that. So it's a major problem.